All right, let's go. Hi, muckers. Welcome back to my YouTube channel. I hope you're all doing very, very, very well. Okay, we have a big update whenever it comes to Jojo Siwa and everything that has been going. Actually, we have two big updates when it comes to Jojo Siwa and everything that has been going on. So, if you do not know, for a little bit of context, but I would go and watch my video I posted, I think it was yesterday or the day before, because we go through the entire clip. But basically, Jojo Siwa is currently in the Big Brother house in the UK. She's in Celebrity Big Brother. And Mickey Rourke is also in Big Brother. And on literally like night one, Mickey Rourke went up to Jojo Siwa and was like, he said a lot of things. He said, "Where's the cigarette room?" Jojo brings him to the cigarette room. He says the F slur, which Americans don't say, by the way. It literally is just people from the UK say the F slur, the smaller version of it, as a way of saying cigarette, but Americans don't. And so he made a joke by saying that he wants that, and then was like, "Jojo, I'm not talking about you," implying calling her a slur. He also said that he would tie her up, and if he was in the house for any longer, she wouldn't be a lesbian anymore. And also was just saying that he would vote her out of the show. "I want the lesbian out." Very, very, very creepy and very weird. And Big Brother actually had to step in and force him to apologize to her, which is crazy. But I do have a big update, which is literally in the last couple hours this has dropped. Breaking news, Mickey Rourke has been removed from the Celebrity Big Brother house, a statement from ITV confirms. He agreed to leave following a discussion from Big Brother regarding further use of inappropriate language and instances of unacceptable further instances. Now, we don't know if this has to do with Jojo. We do not know who this has to do with or what the context is. But all we know is he has been removed from the house. Thank God. He should have been removed when he did that to Jojo. But the only reason, in my opinion, he wasn't was because he was the person they spent the most amount of money to go in. Like, they paid a lot of money for him, so they didn't want him out episode 1. Even though he was literally threatening violence, I would argue, SA, and also being homophobic towards Jojo Siwa, which is absolutely fucking disgusting, and obviously everyone should be so angry about this. And now we have a big update, which is that Jojo Siwa's partner has spoken about this. Now, Jojo Siwa's mother has also spoken about this. I have very little time for Jojo's mother. I actually have very little time for Jojo as well, for a multitude of reasons. But the reason that I don't care to watch her mother's video is because Jojo's mother and Jojo, we don't forget what you did with your little, what was it, XOMG pop or whatever you did to those young girls, you know, those young dancers. Like, we still have not forgotten that. I'm taking all of that away. So, because I need to highlight what is happening to Jojo is wrong, but I have no time for her mother. I have no time for, what's her name? Jesslyn, CY, whatever. Girl, fuck you. No time for you. I'm not watching what she says because I don't fucking care. And also, she's talking and she's playing like sad, emotional piano music in the background. It's a terrible watch. Wouldn't recommend. But we are going to react to Jojo Siwa's partner talking about this because that I care more so about. And also, I do just want to specify as well that regardless of who this is, we should be speaking out in their support and talking about how wrong this is. And a lot of people were like, "Hey, Adam, I don't like that you opened it with, even though I don't like Jojo, I'm going to defend her." I don't see that as saying anything wrong, in my opinion. There's a lot of things that I have called Jojo out for that I think it's important to acknowledge that because people can sometimes be very stupid, and if I would speak in support of someone in something they're being wronged in, they'd be like, "Oh my god, so you're excusing this, you're excusing that." So I just want to set that boundary up and let people know where I stand, but we still should be supporting Jojo Siwa in this, now that we've got that under, now that we're up to speed. Also, just want to let you know, if you use code DIVINE, you will get 25% off all tickets for the Chronically Online Tour, the final leg. This is it, mamas. Literally, it's happening next week. Nashville to Philly to Washington to Boston, Minneapolis, Detroit, Chicago, Orlando, Houston, Atlanta, Phoenix, San Diego, San Francisco. I need recommendations. You've got to give me the good gay bars. You've got to give me the good clubs. You've got to give me the good... Sorry, I just drank a lot of Diet Coke and it was about to come up there. I need restaurants. I need cafes. I need bars. I need clubs. I need touristy things. I need good touristy things. There's a couple of these cities I'm in for a couple of days. I have never been to a majority of these places. The only place I've been, Philly for one day. I was in Chicago for the other show. I have never been to the other ones. No, I've never been to the other ones. I need recommendations. But I would love to see you there. And if you use code DIVINE, you will get 25% off every single ticket. I can't wait to see and meet all the muckers again. And also, Patreon is linked down below. We are currently in the midst, I was going to say balls deep, not the right term there, of reacting to Escape the Night, Joey Graceffa's terrible YouTube show. Hoping season 2 is much less cringe than season 1, but I am enjoying the cringe a little bit. We're reacting to that over there. We also reacted to Beast Games, Mr. Beast. We do advice, we do podcasts, we do everything over in the Patreon. It's linked down below. It's a huge support of me if you go over there and support, and also just extra content if you want it. Okay, so let's get to Jojo's partner. Whoa, those eyes. Goodness. Hello. I can't really judge. Hello.
On what Mickey Rourke, whatever the fuck you say his last name, my thoughts on his comments towards my partner Jojo on Big Brother, and quite frankly it is beyond disgusting, and it's taken me many hours to even process what the fuck I just watched. Not only because that is the literal love of my life and I want to protect her at all costs, and I feel so helpless that I can't be there to not only comfort her, but to also lose it at that fucking weasel of a man. But secondly, take the fact out that I have a massive emotional stakes in his comments towards her. It is also just rooted in misogyny and violence. I don't know if anyone kind of put 2 and 2 together. I've obviously seen a lot of the comments calling out his homophobia, which, yes, but also his violent language. That clip that we saw, the 5-minute clip, which was the whole conversation, has so many fucking layers to it. It is crazy. Firstly,
that's what I'm saying. The homophobic, yes. Tying her up, yeah. He would make her not lesbian, but like it's.
He asks her if she's into boys or girls. She answers that she is gay. He then proceeds to tell her that he's going to turn her straight if he's in the house long enough. She shuts it down. Once she shuts it down, he says he's going to tie her up. That is joke. That's what that is. Call it what it is. Then further, obviously, she shuts that down. His next comment towards her is about the fact Big Brother is a nomination show. Each housemates vote for each other out. His next joke thing that he says in front of her is that he's going to vote the lesbian out. He repeats that twice. So his next point of call, when he essentially puts himself on her, says I'm going to turn you straight, I'm going to tie you up. She shuts him down over and over again. He then goes, actually, I'm going to get rid of you, which is rooted in misogyny. If men deem you unfuckable, they have no use for you. He deemed her unfuckable in that moment, and then went, okay, if the male gaze is not a part of this situation, and I have no power over you sexually, which also, no offense, Mickey, you look like a fucking foot, so you don't stand a chance with anyone anyway, because you're a fucking loser. Then he's like, oh, well, then I'm gonna bully you.
Yeah.
You're not going to play into my creepy jokes. Okay, then I'm going to bully you and say that I don't want you here. And then he proceeds to call her a faggot. Like, there are so many fucking layers to that interaction. It makes me feel sick to my stomach. Like, it's rooted in misogyny. It's rooted in patriarchy. It's got a bit of, like, incel-ness to it. Yeah. And yes, it is also crazily homophobic. There is a young lesbian woman in the house, and that's who he fucking goes for, and that's who he wants to fucking vote out. I do feel a little bit disappointed that hasn't kind of been an added level to the conversation. Yes, I'm glad that the production gave him a formal warning and told him what he said was homophobic, but that is dangerous language. And obviously it is a TV show with cameras everywhere and security, and obviously, you know, we saw the beautiful Chris Hughes, which, thank you, Chris. Thank you for doing my job. I was very upset, and then when I saw him backing her, having her back and comforting her, it made me feel a little bit better, especially because this sounds really fucked up, because he is a cis, straight, white man. And they're the kind of allies, unfortunately, I hate to say it, that we need in situations like this to stand up to violent,
all this is true,
misogynistic, homophobic men. So obviously I do feel like she is safe because of the environment of a TV show, but I am a little bit disappointed that it wasn't further called out.
Also, the fact that he's only now being removed from the show, again, I have no idea what further use of inappropriate language and unacceptable behavior. I literally have no idea and can't even fathom Jesus Christ. Oh, you know what I mean? What else he's done, and that it's taken a second time for him to be removed.
And I would genuinely be so disappointed if the public doesn't vote Mickey out. I don't give a fuck if you think he's entertaining. He's a pig. He's a pig. And he is a dangerous person. I would not want to be alone in a room with him, and I wouldn't want my fucking anyone to be alone in a room with him. He later apologized and said that he had a short fuse. Mate, that wasn't a short fuse. That's not a short...
Also, that's such a weird way of saying it. I have a short fuse. But also, he literally came out of the room and was annoyed at the fact that Big Brother told him off. It was only ages later that he ended up apologizing to Jojo. And even then, it was so fake as fuck.
Short fuse. You revealed yourself. You revealed the way you really think about people and about women. That's all that happened. And you feel a little bit ashamed because you got called out for it on a television show, and you're a little bit fucking worried.
Again, that's what it is. It's being called out on a TV show is what he's concerned about.
Use that and say, oh, I got a short fuse. I'm funny. I'm old. Read a fucking book. Interrogate your fucking behavior. And think about if you had a daughter or a sister or someone that you really loved that was a...
Love how they say this. Daughter.
Woman?
Your daughter.
Would you leave them in a room alone with you? A lot of people...
Really great point. And then we have this as well.
If I stay longer than 4 days, you won't be gay anymore.
I can guarantee I will still be gay and I will still be in a very happy relationship.
I'll tie you up.
If you want to see my response to this as not only Jojo's partner, but just a person with half a fucking brain cell, you can look at my post. But something I want to add to the conversation is that this man has been charged with assault in the past. Charged and also accused many a times of heinous assault and violence towards women. And Big Brother thought it was a good idea to platform this man and essentially put other people like Jojo, my partner, in harm's way in order to get their fucking viral moment, which they got. They clearly wanted something like this to happen. There is a difference between entertainment, opposing political views, opposing ways of like existing in a house that make for like good TV and drama, but there is a fucking line to that. And Big Brother has beyond crossed the line, and I am livid. And the fact that this man has not been booted out of the house or was even allowed in there in the first place is crazy to me. People that want to sit here and be like, oh, you know, you can't say anything these days, and like, he apologized and he was from a different generation. He knew exactly what he was doing, and he's been doing this for a very long time. And he's
also that from a different generation, it was different times back then. Bullshit does not apply anymore.
Still being platformed on a reality. There's a reason why he's a washed up actor and had to get a $500,000 loan to survive. Because no one wants to fucking hire him. Because he's a troll. But this show jumped at the opportunity knowing the person he was in order for some sort of viral moment. And they put any one of those women in that house. It just happened to be Jojo that got the brunt of it. No surprise, because she's also gay and young and is a bit of a firecracker. Put those women in harm's way in order to get clicks. Disgusting. And he's still on there. He's still living in a house, sleeping next to all those women, next to Jojo, who he just said joke to, with no consequences. Like, I literally can't. I am sitting here frozen in anxiety and devastation at having to watch this play out. Like, it's sickening.
If I stay longer than 4 days...
So here's the thing. Oh, Jesus Christ. I really want to know. I think it'll be tomorrow's episode. What happened here? Was this a Jojo? The fact he's done something else that's gotten him removed from the house? Or what? I will keep you updated. I think... Yeah, I mean... It's just such a crazy situation. And also crazy that he didn't get removed then, but he's now getting removed... I'm like, well, what has he done now? The fact you're getting multiple warnings, specifically on a TV show, like, how dumb are you? Or just how crazy are you? Yeah, it's a good point in terms of these TV shows putting people that they know are a little bit crazy in a house to get a reaction or a viral moment, but that comes at the mercy of other people. Well, muckers, let me know your opinion. I cannot believe we're making videos on Celebrity Big Brother UK. I will talk to y'all later. I hope you're all doing very well, and goodbye.